On this edition of the Marne Ford, we'll show you how soldiers from Delta Company capture the bad guys, take you on a helicopter ride, and to a driving range for a little golf. All this and more coming up. Hello and welcome to this edition of the Marne Ford. I'm Specialist Rebecka Reyes reporting from Baghdad. Here's this week's Marne News Minute. Rakistan soldiers discovered a significant weapons cache February 25th, a day after Iraqi Army soldiers turned in 3 caches in Yusufia. Soldiers of Alpha Company, 3rd Battalion, 187th Infantry Regiment, 3rd Brigade Combat Team, 101st Airborne Division, Air Assault, uncovered one of the largest caches found since the brigade's arrival last October. There was a lot more to that little cache than we thought, one soldier said. In all, more than 300 live mortar rounds, between 56 and 155 millimeters, were intermixed with more than 8,000 mortar shells. With the help of local Sons of Iraq, the unit spent more than 26 hours digging up the cache. The governor of Baghdad cut a ribbon to open the new Rustamiyah Bridge across the Diyala River February 22nd. The new bridge runs adjacent to a larger bridge that was damaged when an extremist detonated a truck bomb on May 11th. All of the contracting and construction was done by Iraqis. The bridge will facilitate the movement of agricultural products from the Mada and Qatta to Baghdad by helping alleviate congested traffic along a key route connecting the Qatta and the capital city. And that's your Marne News Minute. Troops from Delta Company, 2nd Battalion, 502nd Infantry Regiment catch their bad guys using the element of surprise. Army Sergeant Crystal Cook shows us how.
Troops from Delta Company conducted Operation Dodge City this week. Lieutenant Stefanian, Delta Company's platoon leader, said his team has tried to capture the men they are looking for a few times before.
Since we took over the AO, we've been building a lot of intel. And as we've been building this intel, we've been detaining people. However, this group has been the most elusive. Pretty much where they live, they have a real good early warning system for when we come to raid them and try and detain them. So we've got some air assets, and we've got plenty of intelligence, plenty of informants, and it's time to action it.
This time the guys from Delta Company air assaulted in on their objective. This allows the soldiers to get to their target quickly. Captain Kawan Walker, Delta Company's commander, explains what they found.
Al-Qaeda propaganda, CDs, paperwork, IDs of not necessarily the HPT, but the Shamwar family AQIFL, which some of the IDs were linked to several nerves within AL Naples. We also found a secret room, a hidden compartment, which we never saw before.
Because of unemployment in Haswa, some of the men here earn work through terrorist cells. Commander of the Haswa police station explains.
Discuss with the Constitutional Force about if we can't put all the young people and the old man as make him as a police or army, but we can just a few from these people, and the other we can find a new job for him. We make a program to clean this city, all the neighborhood, put some of them by the work. All the people now is busy. He don't find the time to make a bad thing, or go to AQI. He gets some money. He find a job. Why did he leave or controlled by AQI or GEM?
Reporting from Haswa, Iraq, I'm Army Sergeant Crystal Cook.
Last week, soldiers from the Republic of El Salvador held a transfer of authority ceremony on Ford Operating Base Delta. Specialist Tazania Mouton was there and has more on the story.
During the 6 months they have served in Iraq, the El Salvador Cusco Battalion 9th Rotation has conducted 34 humanitarian assistance missions benefiting over 15,000 Iraqi citizens. Some of the projects dealt with health, education, and reconstruction. On February 22nd, the Kusa Klan Battalion 9th Rotation transferred authority to the 10th Rotation. The outgoing battalion passed along its colors and legacy to the new troops. Outgoing Commander, Artillery Colonel Jose Atilio Benitez Parada, says there comes a time when they have to move on.
Our task here in Iraq has ended, but we will forever remember this beautiful country. But we have to leave to accomplish our mission wherever else our country needs us.
Deputy Commanding General, Brigadier General Edward Cardone, signed the transfer of authority in the presence of the outgoing and incoming commanders.
Today is an historic day when we transfer authority from one great battalion to another great battalion. And this happened in the last 6 months in a period of extraordinary change in Iraq.
The 10th Rotation will be in Iraq for 6 months. The battalion has 24 projects awaiting approval that total over $3 million. Reporting from FOB Delta, I'm Specialist Tazania Mouton.
In our next story, Army Sergeant Jay Townsend takes us on a helicopter ride over southern Baghdad that one soldier will never forget.
Have you ever seen someone sign a contract while flying over a war zone? That's exactly what Sergeant First Class Brian Letterly did on a Black Hawk helicopter flight over southern Baghdad. Right after takeoff, Captain Lauren Glaze read the oath of enlistment, and Sergeant Letterly recommitted himself to the Army.
What he told me is he thought it was cool and it would be fun to do it up in a helicopter, and I agree, and especially over a country where we spent so much time.
Sergeant Letterly has spent the last 10 years in the military and doesn't plan on getting out anytime soon. Today, he committed himself to the Army indefinitely.
I wanted to do it in the air because it's a little different than normal re-enlistments, and this is my last one, so I wanted to make sure it was a little bit special to me.
For Sergeant Letterly, there are plenty of reasons to stay in the Army, but the most important to him is his family.
Driving forces for me is always my family. I got to put my family first. I just had a new daughter, so I have to make sure I take care of my family.
For many soldiers, the Army offers financial stability and a strong environment to raise a family. Sergeant Letterly's family couldn't be here today, but he was thinking about them the whole time.
I just want to tell my family, Christy, I love you. Thank you for supporting me. Dylan, Matt, and Savannah, I love you guys. I hope everybody's doing okay, and I hope you see this on TV.
According to Captain Glaze, Sergeant Letterly is an invaluable asset to the United States military. His commitment to his soldiers guarantees him success wherever he goes. Reporting from southern Baghdad in Iraq, I'm Army Sergeant Jay Townsend.
After a break, we'll take you to Forward Operating Base Kalsu, where soldiers are spending a little time at the range. Stay with us.